Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwahn and welcome to the channel. We have some more reaction content for you, and today we are checking out Wo Long Fallen Dynasty. This is the latest game coming out from Team Ninja. Team Ninja, which long time ago they made Ninja Gaiden games, but today the three most recent games that they have made is Nioh 1 and 2, as well as Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. And these are all games that fall within the Soulsian or Souls-like genre. And personally, I've played a lot of Soulsians. I still haven't played them all. I still haven't played Dark Souls 3. I know, woe is me. But I've played a lot of them. And of the ones that I have played, Nioh 1 is actually still my favorite. Nioh 2, I think, is a better game in terms of that it, runs smoother, it's better designed, a lot of things were improved upon. But in terms of, actual core gameplay, I felt like Nioh 1 just was a lot better than Nioh 2 in a lot of ways. But then we also got Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin, which, oh my god, that game is ridiculous. It's fun, it's stupid, it knows how stupid it is, which makes it hilarious. But it's also a pretty damn decent game. It doesn't overstay its welcome. And that's one of the things that I'm hoping that Team Ninja has learned, because we played Nioh 2 and it literally took almost 90 hours, which, if I'm playing a game like Xenoblade Chronicles, where they're like, oh, it's a 100-hour game. Most Xenoblade Chronicles games can be 100 to 200 hours. But that said, if you're not digging into a whole bunch of side content, you can actually get through, I just finished Xenoblade Chronicles 2. My playthrough is about 60 hours. But those are long-form, story-driven JRPGs, right? And when it comes to Soulsian games, man, 80 hours is a lot. It's really, really long. And I was just felt like I didn't struggle progressing. It was just that long. It just kept going. You fight every single boss in the game more than one time, and sometimes multiple times in the story, and there's 86 bosses, and I'm just like, help me. I'm so tired of playing this game. But they didn't do that with Stranger of Paradise. Stranger of Paradise ended up being right around 25 hours. It felt great. It was yeah, that was a good game. I'm very happy with that. And now that brings us to Wo Long Fallen Dynasty, which is their next entry, and I'm not sure what to expect, because they always have a decent level of quality, but in terms of your overall presentation, it varies wildly. I would say that the visual presentation of Nioh 2 was much better than Nioh 1. Nioh 1's story significantly better than Nioh 2. I don't even know what to call it. The cheese of Stranger of Paradise is so Latin across the entire presentation, but it works so well. But then there's some other things that just kind of fall a little bit down. So it'll be interesting. But we'll let the game speak a little bit for itself at this point. We got both the reveal trailer and the gameplay trailer. So this is Wo Long Fallen Dynasty. That said Koei Tecmo. I thought this was Team Ninja. Did I just talk this whole time about people that aren't making this game? Ah, there we go. I found Alright, I was like, Koei Tecmo, that's the Warriors people. That's Musou Games. That's Samurai Warriors. Big Nioh vibes. Huge Nioh vibes. Okay. Is that supposed to be like Lubu or something? Okay. Interesting. Let's see what the actual game itself looks like. I hope this has the UI on it. Please have your UI present on the game screen. not have the UI present on the
I will not rest until the enemy has fallen. I cannot understand how one as strong as you could have gone unnoticed. Your force was like that of a dragon soaring heavenward.
So, okay, you know, here's the thing, right? The game isn't called Nioh 3. That's not the title of this game. But it probably could have been called Nioh 3. Because so much of this, through and through, the visual design, the combat design, just the general presentation overall just looks like more Nioh. Now, I will say the combat looks flashier. It looks like they did add in, I'm going to say some energy into the combat. Nioh's combat was methodical, is the word that I would go for. And it was very focused on precision, as well as, like, most Soulsians are focused on resource management, but every Soulsian game has its rules, and the rule in Nioh was to block. In this game, we're seeing a lot more flashy parry attack, like parry movements, deflecting the enemies to the side, dodging around. Hi, but it is Nioh 3. Well, I mean, in a way, yes. Like, but it's not called Nioh 3 is the thing. Like, my understanding was that they don't want this to be connected to the Nioh brand, as it were. It's meant to be its own separate IP, its own separate standalone story that doesn't feel like it has any connection to the previous two Nioh games. Because, like, Nioh 2, while it wasn't a direct sequel to Nioh 1, it had some very, very direct connections to it. Like they were definitely connected games in that they were Nioh 1 and Nioh 2, whereas I don't expect anything from Nioh 1 or Nioh 2 to be present here in terms of, like, story elements, locations, characters. I mean, weapons are not real. My brain was about to be like, weapons, and I was like, no, because, like, Nioh had, like, a sword, an axe, a bow, and you can't not have those. But the blood of Nioh is so apparent in this, which is interesting because I didn't necessarily feel like it was with Stranger of Paradise. We played all the way through it, and while you could tell that it did come from the relatively same development team, it wasn't just trying to be Nioh with a Final Fantasy paint job on it. It was definitely its own game, but I don't feel like this game is going to achieve that same thing of being its own game that isn't just Nioh with some paint on it. I would really like to see a combat breakdown, or if I could see a UI or something, I'd be able to probably give a little bit better of an idea in terms of what they're going for, in terms of how this game will play and operate. So, Wo Long feels like a Chinese knockoff of a name for a Chinese game based on the Monkey King. I don't think this one is based off the Monkey King. I think they're leaving that to Black Myth Wukong, but I'm not sure what the genuine setting is. I do believe that's the idea, though, Cerulean, and good morning, Lyson, is that Wo Long is going to be Nioh, but set in China. And that's why it'll be disconnected in a way, as it were. But my biggest question will be, how well does it actually play in terms of having its own identity and not being Nioh 3 with Chinese paint on it? So, I don't know. Like, I really love Team Ninja's Soulsian games, so I'm already committed, I'm already invested, but I will say that I felt burned by Nioh 2. Nioh 2 is beautiful, Nioh 2 plays well, but its story is and it's so long. It is so mind-numbingly long, and I don't want that out of this game. I want it to be focused. And that's the thing that I felt like they lost in Nioh 2. Because Nioh 2 took everything from Nioh 1, all of it, the whole game, and then added more into it. They're like, yeah, we got more weapons. Like, all the original weapons are back, and here's 4 more. All the original abilities are back, and here's 40 more. All of these mechanics are back, and here's 4 more. And it's just like, you guys, you took an already like game that was bursting at the seams and decided to like put it into another grocery sack because the bag that everything is in is ripping, and we're like, oh, that means there's room for more. And that it was good in that they polished everything, visual, mechanics, the actual optimization of the game, but it felt so bloated, and not to where you're like, oh god, there's too much for me to like take in. It was just like it was like you'd already eaten like a 12-course meal, and then they were like, that was just the first half, and you're like, what the fuck, guys, calm down. Oh my god. But we'll see how they do with Wo Long. Like I said, they did really good with Stranger of Paradise in terms of like presenting a good, succinct presentation that you're like, yes, I feel good. And they're like, we got a couple little extra things after the end of the game if you're feeling peckish for more. And I'm like, I might sample it, but I don't feel like I need to. That was good. I'm satisfied. So yeah. But that's Wo Long. What do you think? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Do you have a history with Team Ninja the way that I do? Have you played Nioh 1 and 2? Are you back from the Ninja Gaiden days? Did you play Stranger of Paradise? Where are you sitting on this game? Please leave all your thoughts and more down in the comments below. If you want to keep with the conversation elsewhere, 2 great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. And speaking of Discord, we actually have a channel dedicated to these reactions where you can place links of your own that we can check out together live on stream, because we do stream 4 days a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. And if you do watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy.